much for us reviewing for the math test together.
Hey, sorry I'm late.
You look awful. Everything okay?
Actually, no. No. I, just got back from my dad's house.
What's going on? He's still mad about you asking for your mom's pendant?
Oh, yeah, I guess. He really hasn't talked to me much since, but that's not what's the matter. I need to talk.
Sure, what's up?
No, not with you. I need to talk to Corinne.
What about us reviewing for the test?
I was just gonna have to wait until later.
Okay. I'll see you later, Corinne and Vaughn.
What's the big emergency, Vaughn? And why all the drama?
Listen, ever since I found out my mom might still be alive, I've been searching for clues to what happened to her. Now, I found some old security tapes of Paradigm from 1987. I watched the tape from the day of the accident. And in it, I saw you talking to my mom.
Me? Talking to your mother?
Yeah, I just thought maybe there was some reason you didn't tell me.
Look, I don't know who you saw, but it wasn't me.
That was the day you fell through the wormhole and Josie rescued you. You were there.
I know what day it was, but I never spoke to your mother. I didn't talk to anyone. Anyway, if you'll excuse me, I'd rather not be late for class.
Today we'll be looking at friction.
We have to talk about this.
There's nothing to talk about.
Yes, there is, Corinne. There's a lot to talk about.
Have either of you ever heard of a gecko?
It's a terrestrial and arboreal species of reptile, predominantly nocturnal, which can be found worldwide.
That would be a yes?
One of the most amazing things about geckos is their toes. A gecko can hang on to any surface with only one toe. However, its feet aren't sticky, as scientists once thought. Instead, a gecko's toes create a strong molecular attraction, or a heightened form of friction, to the surface it wants to climb. It's this molecular friction that makes a gecko's toes sticky. Here's a nifty little trick. Now, these might look like perfectly flat, polished metal cubes, but push them together, try to pull them apart.
Magnets?
No, friction. Under a microscope, you would see that their sides are covered with tiny peaks and valleys, and the bond between these creates a force like magnetism, a molecular weld, if you will, but it's really friction. Try to pull harder.
What aren't you telling me?
I told you, nothing.
There's nothing to tell.
Do you get the feeling we missed something?
Corinne!
Do I? They've been that way ever since Vaughn came to our room this morning.
Corinne, wait!
Look, if you feel like calling me a liar to my face, fine. I just don't have to stand around and take it.
Listen, I'm not calling you a liar. I just want to know what you and my mom talked about.
Nothing, because we didn't talk. What do you think I'm hiding from you?
That's what I'm trying to find out.
Those are the blocks Vaughn and Corinne used to demonstrate molecular friction, right?
I distinctly remember they set them down. Apart.
Vaughn, when I saw your mother in the hologram, I had never laid eyes on her in my life. If I had talked to her, don't you think I'd remember?
No.
On!
Yeah.
Don't touch her!
Corinne,
Wait!
Ouch!
Vaughn, would you mind letting go of Corinne now?
I can't.
Okay, so my mom drops me at this boarding school, and I'm thinking it's like all the other places I've gone. Students, teachers, principal, you know, like normal schools, but it's not. Weird stuff happens here, really weird stuff. And what's this guy doing here? Is his floating sphere the key to the mystery? Something's going on and someone's behind it, and we're gonna get to the bottom of it.
There's nothing wrong at Blake Holsey High.
Incredible.
Professor Z, please stop staring at us like we're lab rats.
I'm sorry, I can't help it. What I mean is, don't panic. We'll deal with this.
I've got an idea. How about 2 of us grab onto Vaughn and the other 2 grab onto Corinne and we yank as hard as we can?
That is a profoundly bad idea, Lucas.
Okay, wait a minute. If you are bonded through molecular friction, maybe it means that even though you can't separate, you can slide.
Like this. Oh, sorry. That's better.
Not for me, it isn't.
Me neither.
Do you think I want to be stuck to Vaughn for the rest of my life?
Yeah, like that's my life's goal?
Okay, look, you 2, quit fighting. Your fighting's probably what got you stuck together in the first place.
Okay, what do you say we go down to the science room and try to figure out what will separate those blocks? If we can separate them, it might separate the 2 of you.
Okay.
Stay out of sight while we're gone.
But not so out of sight that I can't see you.
There must be some kind of reasonable explanation for Vaughn and Corinne being stuck together, aside from their blocks locking.
You don't think something's up with Corinne, do you?
Up?
I mean, she hasn't talked to you about any problems with school, her family, me.
Oh. Aside from the usual, I have to be perfect at all times. No.
What about Vaughn? He hasn't mentioned to you that he's having any, I don't know, issues?
No, not that he would. I mean, he's pretty private.
Yeah, he was all in a hurry to go see Corinne this morning. What was that about?
He didn't tell me.
Didn't? Or wouldn't?
Like it was private. Just for them.
So he went to see her in private? Alone?
Well, you don't think we have any reason to be worried about the 2 of them, do you?
As in worried, or just worried?
Worried.
No. Worried, no. Vaughn and Corinne together. Nah.
Professor Z, are you sure this is a good idea?
It's as good a place to start as any. Olive oil is a natural lubricant.
But even if it works, how are we going to apply it to Vaughn and Corinne? Coat them in olive oil?
Let's just take it one step at a time, okay, Josie? Lucas. Give it a little.
How about we sit still for a while?
I can't. I'm too mad. This is all your fault. If you had just believed me, we would not be stuck like this.
My fault? If you had just told me what you said to my mom, none of this would be happening.
I didn't talk to your mother, okay? I went through the wormhole, and Josie came for me right away. I had no time to talk to anyone.
Why don't we just think about this? I mean, and there's got to be a logical explanation for this.
Josie, she came through the wormhole to get me. Well, if she backs me up, would you believe me then?
I guess.
Okay.
Whoa! Wait. We can't go like this.
What choice do we have? Josie must be devastated.
Whoa, Vaughn's a player.
I thought she was with Marshall.
And I thought he was going out with Trent.
Dude, Marshall must really be hurting.
Tell me about it.
Yeah, hit it again.
How's it going?
We're still working on it. Unsuccessfully, I'm afraid.
What do you 2 think you're doing, walking around the school like this? Just keep it there, all right, big fella?
Relax, Marshall.
Yeah, chill. Neither of us are interested in being like this.
Is that better, Marshall?
I think I'm gonna be sick.
What are you two doing out of Z's office?
We need to talk to Josie.
Me?
Yeah, what about me, huh?
Marshall, we are fine. But Vaughn thinks something may have happened while I was in Paradigm in the past. But the only one who can confirm it is you.
Okay, what's up?
After I fell into the wormhole, you came for me right away, right? Like a minute later?
No, it was probably closer to half an hour.
It was at least that long.
What?
And once I got there, it definitely took a few minutes for me to find you.
You see? You did have time to talk to my mom.
What's going on?
Ice is gonna blow! Get out!
In 3 minutes.
We have to get out!
Corinne, are you all right?
Yeah, it's just a headache. Are you sure about how long it took?
Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
Whoa, hold on.
Okay, where are you two going, huh?
You guys need to keep working the blocks to get me and Vaughn back to normal. I need to see that videotape. I've got to learn the truth about what happened to me during those lost minutes.
Yeah, Josie, whoop!
Keep working the box. Working the block.